And while I'm still sitting here in this chair right now, Eric Schmidt, the Attorney General of the state. Now remember, the St. Louis prosecutor, Kim Gardner, Soros-funded Democrat, tyrannical bozo, is trying to charge the couple from protecting their private property when Antifa mob broke down the private gate to their community, and their house was within feet of where these people were breaking down the gate and marching through their property. They came out with guns. They didn't shoot anybody, but they did come out with guns to protect their property. Of course, that Kim Gardner, I'm filing I had the police come take their weapons, blah, 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 blah. They're going to, and then the governor said, well, if it gets that far, I'll just dismiss it through a pardon. And he didn't have to go that far. The Attorney General, Eric Schmidt, quote, Twitter, St. Louis prosecutor Kim Gardner is engaged in a political prosecution. I entered the case seeking a dismissal. As Attorney General, I have the duty to protect the fundamental rights of all Missourians, including the right to keep and bear arms in self-defense of one's person and home. And there's actually a thread. He continues, the right to defend one's person, family, home, and property has deep roots in Missouri law. Self-defense is the central component of the right to keep and bear arms, which receives the highest protection from the Missouri Constitution. Missouri statutes specifically authorize citizens to use firearms to deter assailants and protect themselves, their families, and homes from threatening or violent intruders. A highly publicized criminal prosecution of citizens for exercising these fundamental freedoms threatens to intimidate and deter law-abiding citizens from exercising their constitutional right of self-defense. The prosecution sends a powerful message to all Missourians that they exercise their fundamental right to self-defense at their peril. Missourians should not fear exposure to criminal prosecution, even prison time, when they use firearms to defend themselves and their homes. I have a duty to protect and defend the Constitution and statutory rights of Missourians, including the constitutional right to keep and bear arms and the right to self-defense by way of our Constitution and Missouri's Castle Doctrine. I have entered the case and filed a brief seeking a dismissal of the case to ensure all Missourians who wish to exercise their fundamental right to defend themselves, their families, and their homes without fear of criminal prosecution. This case is extraordinary. Based on widely reported facts, this prosecution targets conduct explicitly protected by both the Missouri Constitution and statutes setting forth the Castle Doctrine of self-defense. In other words, this is not just a case of the government retaliating against a citizen for exercising a fundamental right, which is bad enough. It is also a case where the local prosecutor believes that exercising that fundamental right in itself is a crime. This political prosecution is not based in law, and as long as it continues, it will send a public message to all Missourians. If you dare to exercise the fundamental right to keep and bear arms in defense of family and home, you may be prosecuted and sent to prison. The right to keep and bear arms in self-defense of one's person and home receives the Missouri Constitution's highest level of protection. Self-defense is the core lawful purpose and the central component of the right to keep and bear arms in both the Second Amendment and Missouri Constitution. See the Heller decision. He continues on quite a bit further, way further than I want to keep reading. I want you to understand this is one man who happens to be the Attorney General, happens to understand the law, and is stepping in to deal with this. Fantastic. Understand, if a George Soros type of person, a Democrat typically these days, was in charge, Attorney General, that Kim Gardner, prosecutor, and the Attorney General would be like, yeah, throw the book at them. We'll give you all the support you need. Take these criminals down. We're going to make an example out of them. Blah, 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 blah. And then the governor himself said, I will pardon them if this gets that far. So imagine you're in a Democrat-run state, Democrat governor, Democrat Attorney General, bunch of Soros-picked people below them, and you find yourself clear as day, I'm within my constitutional rights. No, you're not. The local prosecutor says you're not. The Attorney General says you're not, and our governor says you're not. But the Constitution says, don't give me that Constitution stuff. State Constitution. No. We're going to have you go to court. See this judge over here, another Soros-funded, Democrat-appointed, yep, Obama-appointed. Go see the judge. Judge is going to rule in your favor. Yeah, go for it. Oh, what's that? You want a jury trial? No problem. Hey, you know what to do. Get like Obama said, spying on Trump and Flynn, get the right people on this case. Illegally. Get the right people on this case. Hey, wink, wink, get the right jurors on this case. Okay, you got it. All right. You don't stand a chance, even kind of. This is how critical it is that we get the right people in these positions. But as you saw from my video last night, I forget what state it was now, the Republican candidate for, again, a Senate or House, whatever, 40-point lead roughly. 40-something point lead. When all the voting was done, he's up by 40 percentage points. Landslide beyond the landslide. And then the mail-in absentee ballots came rushing in. And the Democrat contender, he's only down by 30 points. We're counting more. He's only down by 20 points now. He's only down by 10, 8, 7, 6, 5.3. Oh, we couldn't quite pull it off. He just won by 5 points when the mail-in ballots came in. So even if you thought you were voting for the right person and they didn't get it, maybe we'll get him next time. How do you know you actually didn't win? And the right people should have been in there. And we're now stuck with all these damn degenerates. Like Ellen DeGenerate herself. TV degenerate. So you can clearly see how important Trump's job is to clean out this mess. The swamp, as he called it, is correct. And the swamp one runs very, very deep. But once these people are cleaned out, and the rightful people, true people who we vote for actually make it in, we have a lot to look forward to. I'm telling you, next year, so I don't know what time, but sometime next year, I think it's going to be awesome. America is going to remain in having its superpower status. The fumbling, dwindling middle class will be rebuilt like you've never seen before. The American dream will be achieved by many, 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 many more people than ever imagined. There will be a massive middle class in this country, unlike it is now. Take care.